the knowledge I've been dropping off the top. I'm on a mission, so put in the work and then you get the dough. And if you gotta sacrifice it all to get it, then you get it, go. Damn right, that's the mind state of the savage on path with a time frame. Aligned to define fate, try through the times and the mind games. That's why I do it my way, and I say I'm taking back what's mine, I ain't giving in to what they tell me. Nah, I ain't listening. Can't deny I was made for this. Shove it back in the faces you say I'd miss. I'm taking back what's mine, I ain't giving in to what they tell me. Nah, I ain't listening. Can't deny I was made for this. Shove it back in the faces you say I'd miss.
If you smell what the rock is cooking. The rock says, the rock says. The rock says, the rock.
They talk to me. You got rules in your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior, hates to love and loves to hate. I have a voice that has the knowledge and the power to your fate. I hear voices crying, I see heroes dying, I taste blood that's drying, I feel tension rising. I hear voices in my head, they counsel me, they understand, they talk to me, they talk to me. They tell me things that I will do. They show me things I'll do to you. They talk to me.
Hello and welcome to the Wrestling Talk Show with Reese Jones and
Sean Randy Smith.
So, as the summer turns to winter, the WWE and AEW start to go head-to-head literally every week in competition. And that starts this Saturday when they go head-to-head on two different sides of the country when NXT UK take Cardiff, NXT UK Takeover Cardiff, Wales, and AEW go to Illinois for All Out.
So we'll start off NXT UK Takeover Cardiff, which is from Jonesy's end of the woods for a change.
Makes a change, yes. NXT UK go to the Motorpoint Arena in Cardiff, Wales for the first time as they host a major pay-per-view event.
We'll start off with the NXT UK Women's title match as Toni Storm defends her title against Kaylee Ray.
Now, the interesting thing about this is that Toni Storm is reportedly, at least, working with a slight injury. Now, whether that will force her to drop the championship, who knows? Plus the fact that Toni Storm has reigned over NXT UK as its women's champion for the past 7 months. Next we go on to the United Kingdom Championship. When
Walter, leader of Imperium,
Walter defends the championship against the very first holder of the United Kingdom Championship, Tyler Bate.
we're going to see what happened in this matchup. So we have the current champion, Walter, going against the very first champion, Tyler Bate of British Strong Style.
Walter has held the championship for just over 4 months, having won it at NXT Takeover New York just a few days before WrestleMania.
Yes.
The next match is a triple threat tag team match for the NXT UK Tag Team Championships.
As Zach Gibson and James Drake defend their championships against Mandrews, I should say Mark Andrews, in his hometown, teaming up with Flashbomb and Webster to take on Gallus, which is Mike Coffey and Wolfgang.
Yeah, WWE has been known in the past to let's say give hometown heroes
An advantage.
and a place to win a championship.
Yeah.
Also, the next match is everyone's favourite Last Man Standing.
Yes, as Dave Mastiff takes on Joe Coffey.
Now, we all know Last Man Standing matches are brutal, but of course WWE has a policy of PG-14. So whilst this is going to be brutal, it's probably not going to be as brutal as it would be if it was in a different company, which, at least for the moment, shall remain nameless.
But the final match of NXT UK will be Travis Banks against Noam Dar.
Yes, you may recognise the name of Noam Dar from the 205 Cruiserweight division.
Yes, you may. But that about does it for NXT UK Takeover Cardiff, which takes place this Saturday.
It takes place this Saturday on the WWE
31st.
on the August 31st from the Motorpoint Arena in Cardiff, Wales, and
And
airs.
if Jonesy can hear some cheering, then you know that the pay-per-view has gone well.
It airs on the WWE Network at 7 o'clock UK time.
It does, absolutely right.
For once a pay-per-view that we can actually watch without having to stay up till ridiculous o'clock in the morning. However, if that will not settle your appetite for wrestling, there is more as we switch companies to AEW.
Yes, we do.
We have 10 matches to go through here, 2 of which will take place on the kickoff just pre-show,
Which will be on the air on Sunday night on ITV4.
Is that confirmed?
I think so, but I'll have to double check that on there.
Actually, it was done for Double or Nothing back in May, and it would not surprise me if it was done here. The first match, which we shall discuss, will be a tag team match when the Private Party
Of Isaiah Kennedy and Mark Queen take on Angelico and and Jack Evans. What's Chris Evans for some reason?
Chris Evans is an actor.
Forgot about that, but it's Jack Evans.
Yes. The other one, which I'm slightly surprised that it takes place on the pre-show, is a 21 woman, not man, but woman casino battle royal, exactly the same as took place a few months ago at Double or Nothing, and it has similar implications because just as Double or Nothing, the winner of the match was granted the opportunity to become the AEW World Champion, which we shall get to in a minute.
Yeah.
The winner of this one will receive the chance to become AEW Women's Champion when that match is scheduled to take place on the 2nd of October, when AEW has its first television broadcast on TNT. WCW.
But there are some announced participants that may give away some slight participants.
And those participants are
The first transgender woman in wrestling, Nyla Rose, Dr. Britt Baker,
Ali,
Brandy Rhodes, Teal Piper, Angelese, and for a company that shall remain nameless, Jazz.
Yes, who made her name in WCW and WWE.
And she's also kept her name as well. Big Swole, Sadie Gibbs, and Brandy Rhodes' bodyguard, Orson Kong.
Also known as Karma.
Again, copyright. And 11 other participants to be announced. So we'll have to wait and see who those participants are.
So those 2 matches will take place on the pre-show. The main match card, Adam Page will take on Chris Jericho to become the inaugural AEW World Champion. Adam Page gained access into this match by winning the 21-man Battle Royal that we just mentioned at Double or Nothing, whilst Chris Jericho gained entry by defeating Kenny Omega at Double or Nothing. Speaking of Kenny Omega,
He is in action now. When this match was first announced, it was meant to be John Moxley against Kenny Omega, but unfortunately, John Moxley has picked up a quite serious infection in his elbow.
yes, this was supposed to be and has been advertised as John Moxley versus Kenny Omega ever since Double or Nothing, when Moxley attacked both Jericho and Omega following their match at Double or Nothing. However, since becoming IWPG United States Champion
He's been quite a busy boy.
and being busy, John Moxley has suffered a elbow injury and has now had to pull out of this. He has been replaced by the man that gravity forgot, Neville. Pac.
Again, copyright. If we're going to see how this matchup will go,
I still think it's going to be a good match. Maybe not quite as good as the match we'd hoped to get.
but it's still a match at the end of the day.
Now, at Fighter Fest, that's not Fight for the Fallen even,
Yes.
there were two matches to see who would get the into this next match. At Fighter Fest and then Fight for the Fallen, there were two tag team matches in which the winner of both matches would face each other to see who would get a first round bye in the tournament that will determine the AEW Tag Team Champions. The winners of said matches, and therefore facing each other for a chance at the first round bye, are Best Friends
Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta. Again, don't be copyright.
And the Dark Order
of Evil Uno and Stu Grayson.
Coming up next is the only championship match to take place on this card. It is a ladder match for the AAA, not to be confused with the Carla Pair Company that we have over here.
Yes.
A AAA World Tag Team Championships, when the Lucha Brothers, not to be confused with the Lucha House Party,
again copyright,
take on the Young Bucks of Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson.
This should be a good match because this was announced at Fight for the Fallen.
And we've seen that AEW do when there's pretty much the rulebook is out the window, and in a ladder match, the rulebook is most certainly out the window.
Yes, it most certainly is.
Next, Cody Rhodes will go one-on-one with the Perfect 10 Ty Dillinger. I mean Sean Spears.
In a match that was made after Sean Spears whacked Cody Rhodes, and we do mean whacked Cody Rhodes with an unprotected chair shot at the last AEW pay-per-view.
Are we sure it is Sean Spears and not Sean Royce, though?
Oh, yes. But we won't mention that.
Next, we have a match which we are not 100% sure what it is. But we have Darby Allin taking on Joey Janela and Jimmy Havoc in a Cracker Barrel clash.
We're not sure what this match actually is meant to be, but as soon as we get further details, or when we watch the AEW All Out card, we'll get a rough idea of what it is.
We've already mentioned the Casino Battle Royal.
Mm-hmm.
So then we skip to another women's match when
Raiho takes on Akiro Shihida.
that sounds like a match that belongs in Japan.
It is, actually. But
Yes.
the main match, the final match on All Out is a six-man tag team match as the team of Luchasaurus, Jungle Boy, and Marco Stunt take on SoCal Uncensored. That is Christopher Daniels, Frankie Kazarian, and Scorpio Sky.
So as things get moving, this will be probably the event which sets AEW out and onto the mainstream as we head into the fall. Remember, it's just about 4 weeks, maybe 5 after this. On Wednesday, the 2nd of October, AEW will go to Wednesday night on its weekly show in TNT.
WCW.
in which it will also compete with NXT, which will move from the WWE Network to the USA Network and become a 2-hour show as SmackDown moves over to Fox on Friday the 4th of October. So
until then, he's been
Reese The Rock Jones.
And I've been Sean Randy Smith.
Join us next week where we shall bring you the results to NXT UK Takeover Cardiff and All Out. And then after that, yes, where we shall go to Clash of Champions and whatever comes next.
But until then, bye bye.